Voting machines are a totalitarian tool dressed in a coat of democracy, ex-intelligence official. Written by Nicole Howe from the Epoch Times on December 4, 2020. A former senior intelligence official who has investigated compromised voting machines for over 1 decade told the Epoch Times about the results of his study. Totalitarian rulers build the voting machines as a tool to cloak them with the coat of democracy. It's unconventional warfare. It is basically a 9/11 attack of the electoral system, said the former CIA official, who is an expert in Latin American politics and counterterrorism. His big concern is that the compromised voting systems, controlled by corrupt transnational organizations, will destroy the rule of law and democracies that protect people's freedom and rights. Venezuela. Hugo Chavez, a controversial politician, served as president of Venezuela from 1999 to 2013, later dying from cancer at the age of 58. In the 15 years before his death, Chavez won 4 presidential elections in 1998, 2000, 2006 and 2012, and won at least 3 referendums in 1999, 2000 and 2004. But in the past decade, the authenticity of his wins in all these elections was questioned by his opponents and the free world, but no allegations were verified by a judicial system. The former CIA official and his team found through their investigation that Chavez started to focus on voting machines to ensure victory as early as 2003, when over 20% of Venezuelans signed a recall referendum to remove him from his president position. He, Chavez, started talking to a company called Indra, a Spanish company which ran elections in Venezuela at that time, he said. After figuring out Indra's voting machines couldn't be manipulated, Chavez contacted Smartmatic, a voting machine supplier that was first founded by 3 Venezuelans, Antonio Mujica, Roger Piñate and Alfred Anzola, in Venezuela in 1997 and then registered in Delaware in April 2000. There was a bidding for the referendum election in 2003. Indra got disqualified and Smartmatic won that. So in the 2004 recall referendum, Smartmatic was taking care of the counting, he said. In his eyes, history repeated itself in the US great election of 2020. In June 2004, Smartmatic participated in a Venezuelan recall referendum. At midnight of the election, the machines were counting. At 3 a.m., Chavez suddenly won by 10%. Before 3 a.m., the result was opposite, he said. After that, Chavez didn't lose any election, no matter how much opposition he faced in Venezuela. So basically, it is a new kind of dictator. In Caracas, capital of Venezuela, they had to start trying to exercise totalitarian power, he concluded. He said that similar things happened in several states during the 2020 US election, in which the polls results suddenly changed from favoring President Donald Trump to Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden at 3 a.m. on November 4th, the day after the election. The Epoch Times couldn't find related records on dramatic election results changes in Venezuela, which may be due to language barriers. Smartmatic is a multinational company and has done business in many countries where it also decided controversial elections. In May 2016, the Manila Times reported then Senator and Vice Presidential candidate Fernando Bongbong Marcos Jr. accused Smartmatic voting machines of manipulating results to wipe out 1 million of his votes and give the winner to his competitor, Representative Maria Leonor Leini Robredo. Right after the November US general election, a whistleblower with a military background in Venezuela alleged in an affidavit on November 16 that Smartmatic participated in a scheme to manipulate the Venezuelan election results in favor of Chavez, the Epoch Times reported. The Epoch Times was not able to independently verify the claims. On December 4, the Smartmatic responded to a request for comment from the Epoch Times that Smartmatic had sold election technology and services in Venezuela from 2004 until 2017. Smartmatic's technology was never compromised and its results were accurate. Smartmatic Integrated Communications Director Samira Zaba wrote in the email. Over the last 2 decades, we have registered and counted nearly 5 billion auditable votes without a single spoiled vote or security breach. In the United States, Attorney Sidney Powell filed lawsuits in Michigan, Arizona and Georgia accusing Dominion voting systems used in these states of being equipped with the software designed by Smartmatic and manipulating the 2020 presidential election. The former official believes that Powell's allegations are true. He said, "This is basically a terrorist attack into the integrity of the United States foundations." However, the Dominion voting system has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. If you like my content, please subscribe, watch, like, comment and share, both on my main and my backup channel. I cannot rely on YouTube to recommend my videos to other people, if you know what I mean.